Now you wanted to get in on Mike Lafleur getting hired here. Lafleur, we didn't discuss this yesterday. I do think it's fascinating to watch all what's going on. Like Saleh, Dable in Tennessee. Oh my God, sign me up. YouTube, Sunday ticket, focus on the Titans and see how Saleh and Dable do after what they did here in New York. I can't believe so. Like there are some people who think Saleh's going to have success. And now LaFleur, who Saleh brought with him to be the offensive coordinator with the Jets, and everybody was talking about it being a good hire. He leaves here. People are like, this guy's inept, doesn't know what he's doing. And now all of a sudden, a couple years later, he's the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. And Badabooms, as a diehard Jet fan, how does that make you feel?
Can I start with the Dable and Saleh first, and then make the way to Lafleur? Or no, or
Holy
just kill it.
crap, dude. You just don't get it. You just don't get it. Just go. Go ahead. Go ahead.
They're going to be successful. That's my first take, where it's like pin it up and forget about it. They're going to be successful.
Are you rooting for Saleh or you have any issues with him?
Well, you know how I feel about that one guy on the Tennessee Titans, right?
Yeah, you love Cam Ward. I know, but I
Oh,
asked you about Saleh.
well, if I have to root for Saleh because of Cam Ward,
Okay, I got you.
sucks to suck.
Well,
I
but
root for
I'm
the
curious about
Jets.
Saleh from a Jet fan perspective. I know you like Cam Ward because you're a big Miami fan. I'm talking about Saleh from a Jet fan perspective. Is it going to bother you if Saleh has success with Tennessee? That's what I'm asking you.
No, not really, because they fired him after week 4, coming off an international game against a big, division rival. After they were one game out of first place. So
Yeah, that was
that's
stupid.
the whole Saleh thing. Did he ever wrong me? No, he was a little bit of a, I don't want to say doofus, but
Yeah,
he
he
was
didn't know how
learning
to
on the
coach.
job. He was learning on
He
the job.
he wasn't a good head coach, and like New York neutered him or ruined him, and working under Woody probably just destroyed him. The problem is they found the one guy that was actually worse than him. Woody thought he was doing a good thing by firing Saleh, and he made everything worse. And I will say, just to follow up to when we talked about this last time, before you give your thoughts on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still listening to that Crazy Rich book, dude. The stories are just it is like it's actually an entertaining drama as to the insanity that went on with the Johnson family, like with Woody's ancestors, his grandparents, his parents. It's just an unbelievable, unreal world for normal civilians like you or I, and shows you how out of touch that family is and the things that they did, and you have a better understanding of Woody. So I do recommend that to Jet fans listening or reading Crazy Rich, just to give you the perspective that Woody has no perspective on what we deem as reality. Okay, LaFleur, go ahead, get to it.
LaFleur was the scapegoat, and he got fired because Woody needed heads to roll. So back to what last week I got you for saying Woody doesn't know what he's talking about until the noise comes in. The noise came in, and he said to Saleh, "Fire someone, or I fire you." And he figured, let's fire LaFleur, because he wasn't firing Ulbrich, because Ulbrich was obviously much better than LaFleur, excuse me. And Ulbrich was already getting job offers and opportunities to interview as is. He's not gonna fire him. He's not
Well,
gonna
the
let him
offense
walk
sucked,
away.
though.
Why did the offense suck?
Oh, but they don't have a quarterback. I get it,
Yes,
yeah.
they overdrafted a D2 quarterback. I tweeted this the other
No, they
day.
did the same thing. They went with an inexperienced quarterback and an inexperienced offensive coordinator. Like, he may have been okay to take a job, not that job. You can't do it in New York. Rookie head coach, rookie quarterback, rookie OC. That's a
No, it's
recipe for
awful. That's
disaster.
awful, awful, awful. But it's not like they had a quarterback who was then going into his 4th or 5th year, right?
What are you talking about? Did you say
When
quarterback?
Yeah, quarterback, when Saleh, LaFleur, and Douglas were making that team, that first
Right.
team, they
Oh,
did have a
I see what you're
quarterback.
saying.
Yeah.
No, I understand, but you could bring in a veteran. Aaron Glenn tried to do that with Justin Fields. More on him in a second. You could have brought in. No, you just can't. I don't care how you get there, Bada Booms. You can't have a rookie head coach, a rookie OC, and a rookie quarterback. That's
Yeah.
asinine. You
I
can't
agree
do
with
it.
you. I 1,000% agree with you. I 1,000% agree with you. And that goes back to, I think the theme of this week is Darnold, is it not?
Well, it will be. Yeah.
So I thought a perfect tie in here is LaFleur and Darnold. They didn't have to go get Zach Wilson. They could have traded the second
Right.
pick for a king's ransom. And at the
Oh,
time,
I see what you're saying now. They did have the opportunity to make the choice with Darnold. I
I think
misunderstood.
Darnold with
Yeah.
MLF would have been, I mean, you can't, what am I going to say? The Jets were going to find success. They
Well,
only ever find success in hypothetical.
I wonder how much say, though, he had in that, or was it just all Joe Douglas? I'm sure Woody had an impact on that. Remember, there was a point where Douglas addressed this afterward. He had the choice to stick with Sam Darnold or
He wanted
draft.
a restart.
Yes.
Saleh
So
wanted Darnold.
and I can't blame him for that because of how bad that it was with Sam Darnold. But yes, in hindsight, you could have had, hey, let's try to, remember, they tried to fix Darnold with Adam Gase. and bringing a guy. Well, no, they did. They did.
You're
So let's
right.
not make it like they didn't bring an offensive guy. I mean, they brought in an offensive guy to try to placate Darnold and fix him. It wasn't just Todd Bowles and, Darnold was set up to fail. They brought in Adam Gase. It didn't work out. Now you're going to do it again and say, hey, we really still believe in this guy and we're going to bring in LaFleur, a rookie OC with a rookie head coach, and we think we're going to stick with Sam Darnold. Unfortunately, I'm with you that I would have liked to have seen that now, certainly in hindsight. Unfortunately, at the time, there's no way that they could have made that decision.
So you say, and I understand what you're doing here. Offensive mind, Adam Gase. That's Peyton Manning's coffee boy. Let's refer Sal when he gets brought up on the show because of the fandom that I bear. Can we just refer to him as Peyton Manning's coffee boy? Because that's what he was. That's why he got a job.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear this because I know you're not doing it intentionally. You're doing it to be, Adam Gase is
But they did try. I'm not saying obviously it didn't work out. It was a disaster. Adam Gase had a couple of successful years in Miami with Ryan Tannehill. It wasn't the worst hire in the world. It turned out to be that way.
It was
at the time. No, and I know, but it wasn't at the time. It turned out to be that way. At the time, it was not the worst hire. I am sure about that. Yes.
I remember the way I felt. I don't even know how I was. 14 or 15. I thought it was over. I thought, oh, there goes Darnold. Like, am I wrong in thinking that? Did I just hate him because he was a Dolphin?
No, we could disagree on whether you wanted him or not. I know that I wanted him, and I wasn't alone, and that doesn't matter. Obviously, I was wrong on that. I'm just saying that at the time, it wasn't looked at as, oh my God, what a horrific hire. Like for me, looking at Saleh and LaFleur, rookie head coach, rookie offensive coordinator, rookie quarterback, that to me was a bigger mistake than going after Adam Gase, somebody who did take the Dolphins to the playoffs. Like he was a head coach with some success. Hard to say that now after the fact, but pre-Gase with the Jets, it wasn't a disastrous move. Now you were right for not wanting it. You turned out to be correct. But I don't think at the time it wasn't universally looked at as, oh, this is going to be a disaster. It was looked at as maybe this offensive head coach can make the most of Sam Darnold. And clearly he couldn't.
I'm not trying to get my stuff in. This is something that I'm deathly passionate about. I do want to publicly, for the first time, I think, disagree with you on something. Can I do? I have the floor?
Yeah, you could. You're allowed to disagree. Go ahead. We're having a conversation.
I disagree with you. I think in the last 10 years. By the way, there was that great video out. Did you get to see that? The worst Jet moments of the last 10 years by NYJ.
No, I haven't seen it.
No, it was phenomenal. In my opinion, Sal, the worst choice that the Jets have made of the last 10 years, because now we're past the point where Rex is involved, right? Yeah, Rex is out of the 10-year loop here. The worst choice they made in the last 10 years was not hiring Mike McCarthy that year. Mike McCarthy wanted to be here. He wanted Sam Darnold, and what he said, "Oh, Peyton, you didn't want to come here in 1998, and now you think we should hire a coach? Oh, sure. Well, also your son will come here in 20 years."
Also could have had Harbaugh as well. Jim Harbaugh, not John. Jim Harbaugh. I don't remember.
He wasn't leaving Michigan.
I don't remember the specific year. Before he went to Michigan, there were many opportunities. Even while he was there many opportunities to get Harbaugh.
With the Jets when he left.
Who?
Rex was still with the Jets when Jim left. So I don't. He was.
No. There were many opportunities. I forget the exact timeline and of all the different seasons here. There were opportunities to get Jim Harbaugh out of college and bring him to New York, whether it be with the Jets or Giants over the years. He always wanted to come back to the NFL. Now, I don't know if he would have had interest in the Jets, but they certainly should have inquired. I remember saying that at the time quite a bit. Now, you wanted McCarthy, whatever it may be. Okay, fair enough. Either way, it didn't work out. But LaFleur now going to get an opportunity, which could also sting the Jets. Like, there are many ways to do this. Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl, Patriots in the Super Bowl, Saleh, head coach, again, almost immediately after things went horrifically wrong with the Jets, and now LaFleur, a guy who was looked at as an inexperienced kind of dope while he was here. Like, nobody took him really seriously. He's now running the show in Arizona. Unbelievable. The ineptitude of the New York Jets.
He was very creative, though. Like, that first year, Sal, I don't know if you remember, even going into the Mike White stuff, like, he was doing things where, like, when Zach Wilson wasn't on the field, it was like, oh, wait, this offense can score. Like, remember Monday night in Indianapolis when they scored 30-plus points? And it looked like, what is this team?
Enough about LaFleur and the Jets. Like, we got to just move on from it. It is. You have Aaron Glenn now. They're going to find enough. Like, we got to move on. Although I will say the Jets nearly had a Pro Bowl quarterback this year.
Oh,
Justin Fields. Like, if that doesn't tell you that the Pro Bowl is worthless, almost as worthless as the Hall of Fame
Oh
for
God.
the Pro Football Hall of Fame. How I I just don't understand it. And this is an easy, low hanging fruit here. Tee everybody up to go nuts about Justin Fields being invited to the Pro Bowl. It was one thing to see Shador Sanders get selected, which is bad enough, and we just know that that is absolutely worthless. It's always been worthless. It's even more worthless with Shador Sanders being a Pro Bowl quarterback, and now even more on top of that worthless with the Justin Fields barely played. B, when he did, he was arguably the worst quarterback in the league. Why the hell would he get an invite to the Pro Bowl?
I think I know why. I think Roger Goodell was in the Meadowlands for week 1, saw that game, and thought that's how Justin Fields played all year. It's just that the Jets suck. So he was like, oh, you know what? This guy deserves a nod for that one game, week 1. He threw that nice ball to Garrett Wilson.
I mean, dude, if we went down the list of QBs in the AFC, like I think you make a better argument for Brady Cook being a Pro Bowler than you could Justin Fields or
Jeez.
Tyrod Taylor. He didn't. I know he stunk. Justin Fields didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. Well, that first game, Sal, the first game was
He
very
got
promising.
one game. And I like Justin Fields personally. I was hoping he would have some success. I mean, he can't throw the football, but there's got to be a list of at least 30 quarterbacks that you'd rather have, and there are only 32 starters. At least 30 quarterbacks in the NFL you'd rather have than Justin Fields. So, all right, so take that in half, because of the AFC. Dude. Go ahead.
For the sake of not making this about me and getting my stuff in, I'm just going to breathe deeply. I can get one of those paper bags and just what is it? What's the time right now, Sal? It's 8:21 on a Tuesday in February. The Jet conversation isn't about the big game they're having on Sunday with Aaron Rodgers and this third iteration of the Rodgers team. It's that they started Justin Fields. He was absolutely awful. He was an unmitigated disaster this year and still got a Pro Bowl nod. I mean, this is not what I dreamed about in math class and history class.
All right. We've done way too much Jets. I feel like I'm working with BT. Thanks, Badabooms. If I need you, I'm going to call you back in here because